Here we are.
Da-da-da, da-da-da. Breaking news.
Breaking news. I was going to say happy Sunday evening, first off.
Oh, I was just jumping right into it.
Hope that everyone has had a good weekend. Hope that you've enjoyed some time away from work, hopefully with your friends and family and all kinds of things to do. You can do that right there. Yeah, what a day. All day, Amanda and I are talking about the day and the week, and we had birthday festivities for our youngest child and baseball, and we are leaving in less than 48 hours, golly, in 30 hours to head to Miami. And I said, Amanda, I wish there was something to talk about. I wish there was some news.
Are you bored? You just needed something to talk about?
There's something to talk about. This has been crazy.
Something to talk about.
This has been absolutely crazy. The news today from Carnival. And it kept coming all day.
Boom, boom.
So we're going to say hello to some of you, and we're going to go through some of this news piece by piece because there's a lot of it. At 7:15-ish, remind me, and I will give my 2 cents on the news because I've already got something to share. I'm going to share it with you before I record a show tomorrow.
About your news? Okay.
About all this news. So we're going to give some shout outs here in just a second, and we're going to get right into it because there's a lot to talk about. First off, let me ask you this while we give some shout outs. Have you been keeping up with what has been revealed and announced today? Just say yes or no. Number 2, give the thumbs up here so we can get this thing going and share a bunch of news. We had a chance to go to Miami.
People are saying yes. They know the news.
Oh, it is.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
I will say I came in and out on the news stuff because I knew we were going to do this show and Derek was going to fill me in on everything. So I was like, I'll just wait till he fills me in. Get a true reaction.
I got my old phone there. It was crazy because it kept coming. And we got a heads up with this. Of course, John Hill sharing that he was going to be in Miami today. All the bigwigs were there. We had some of our media friends there as well. And so we thought something was going to take place, but I didn't think it was going to be as big as it was. And I'll tell you why I think it's as big as it was. Let's give just some quick shout outs. As always, if you have questions, type question in all caps. We will try to see it. The chat is moving so fast tonight. If you have a particular question, of course, you can super chat. We'll try to see it. We'll move on. But let's just give some quick shout outs.
All right.
Okay.
We've got Texas Cruiser.
Yes, Lito Tito, and I see Kevin as well. Kim is here. We're not going to be able to hit everybody. C Ready, hello. We'll try to see if there's already questions. Julie is here, and Hines is here as well. Tropical. Twice.
Ooh.
Yeah, Tropical. We're going to talk about that.
Times 2.
That's right. William, I see Bill and Bobby are here as well. Great to see you guys. Tim is here. Hello. Shonda from Fayetteville, Arkansas. Hope you guys have been staying safe. I think we've had 16 inches of rain in 4 days.
It's a lot of rain.
That was the big story.
I'm actually going to work in a canoe tomorrow.
Yes. Let's we're going to keep going. Paul, Charlene, hello. Debbie, hello. Bless Natty, hello. Charger and Kim, North Shore Travelers, Mary.
Listen, I can tell how excited you are today just by the enthusiasm in your hellos.
It is insane. Mr. Jeremy Kraft and Jackie.
Hey.
Cannot wait to see you guys again.
Thanks for that super
just
chat.
Cruised. Thank you for the super chat. We love you as well, and we're going to have fun. But let's get into the news. I told you it was going to be quick. I want you, as I share some of these things, to grade Carnival's announcement, knowing that we don't have all the details about some of these announcements yet. Grade it like we're back in elementary school, Miss Teacher.
Oh, A plus B,
Do y'all
C?
still give A? Yeah, A plus?
No, they don't do that anymore.
Well, we're going to do it, okay? And don't be afraid to give an F. Used to, we got to a point where you can't give everybody an F. We can't give anybody an F. Everyone gets A's. I want you to grade this news as we talk about it. First off, let's start off with this. Everybody's been asking me, we've all been talking about this for weeks. When are we going to hear news of Carnival's 2027 ship? And we sat here last week, 1 week ago tonight, and I was told within 2 weeks, and that's what we shared.
Ah, there you go.
We shared last week.
From Pierre.
You're not supposed to say his name. You don't give up the name of your source.
I did.
Anyway, he said within 2 weeks you'll have it. And he was right, okay? He was right. But grade this right here. Who would have ever expected that we would get news on both the 2027 ship and the 2028 ship. Both new XL class ships. Do you like that they did that? Give them a grade.
I mean, I feel like I have to give them kind of a C for the way they rolled it out. It's like too much news all at once.
It's a lot of news.
And that's too much. Like, give us little tidbits
Debbie
here and there.
said C too. Okay, I'm
C?
saying like A.
No, it's too much. Too much.
Now, okay, I'll say an A in the fact that I do like that they're sharing news of 2 ships. I will give it like a C in like they could have built this up some. They could have said
they just turned on the cameras and were like, boom, this is what's happening.
We have big announcements we're going to. They could have built this thing up.
That's true.
But I'll tell you what, about 10 minutes why they didn't do that. I'm going to tell you.
He thinks he knows.
No, I know
he
it.
Thinks
I
he
know
knows.
it. And once you hear my reasoning, I think you're going to agree.
Mm-hmm.
Lots of B's. Lots of B's.
Okay. So they liked it, but they didn't love it.
I'll
get that.
I do like that they shared the information, the names, which how about the names? Okay, that's going to be the next thing I want to talk about.
Yeah, that's what we got to grade next.
The XL class, which I think and I believe should be renamed after these ships are built. You know what it should be called? The Legacy class. Because these 5 ships have had vessels named these 5 names before. So I think it should be called Legacy class. Do you agree with me on that?
I mean, you have no real power in any of this, but
Yet.
No. Oh, okay.
Yet. But the Festival.
Okay. That's the new one's name?
In 2027. And the Tropical, which have been used before.
Tropical.
They've been used before. So let's grade that. A, B, C, D. I don't know why they ever skipped the E, but the F.
That is true. Why did they skip the E?
What do you think about the names of both ships?
I don't love them.
A lot of people agreeing Legacy class.
Legacy class is great.
Why would you? Yeah, why would you not?
But they haven't named the class yet.
XL.
Oh, they're just keeping. But they already have an XL.
Well, these 2 ships are added to the XL class.
Oh, okay.
There's 5 ships in total.
I got you.
And they named it XL because it was the biggest ship that ever.
I get it.
But I think they should rename it to the Legacy class. Yeah, I don't know. Hello, Steve.
We've got some mixed reviews on the names.
Yeah.
Like some people are D's, some are A's.
Yes. And yeah, Mardi Gras was an old name. Celebration was an old name. Jubilee's an old name. Festival and Tropical, all of them old names. But they did Mardi Gras because of the 50-year birthday, and they were looking back and honoring how they got there. And people were kind of surprised when they kept on with that theme. I'll give it a B, probably B plus. I see what they're doing, trying to honor where they've come from. And I fully expect with the ACE class, which we got news on, the ACE project. ACE project. I need to clarify.
Okay, not class.
We don't know the class name, but I assume there will be new names for that. So, yeah. And Kevin, we're going to talk about that here in just a second. What are they replacing Bolt with? I'll tell you here in just a second. I know chat's moving.
A lot of stuff.
Yeah, I know we have a ton of the dining rooms. Yeah, Tony G. They have been actually dining room names before. Yeah, we'll talk about that. Hey, Bobby, glad you're here. Stop the rehash. Hines says, yeah, we're going to talk about all the news. There's a bunch of news to talk about. So those are the 2 new ship names. Now, the 2027 ship they shared will sail from Port Canaveral, which is fun. They also announced that Mardi Gras. Steve Miller, thank you so much.
Hey, Steve.
We're going to talk about MSC in a minute. Thank you for that super chat. Mardi Gras will switch to short cruises.
Oh, that'll be different. So they'll have a big ship.
An XL class doing 4 and 5 day cruises.
Okay.
And for about an hour and a half, we weren't sure where Mardi Gras was going to be, but she is not going anywhere.
Okay.
I don't know if you know this yet. Mardi Gras is staying in Port Canaveral and will do short cruises starting in 2027.
I like that.
The quote from Christine Duffy. Amanda will have to unlock her phone here so I can read it. I might be able to look it up. Quote from Christine Duffy, and some people don't like that an XL class ship is going to do a short cruise. Grade that.
I mean, I think that's an A. Because, I mean,
you can't see it.
You want to go on like the Valor, or do you want to go on the Mardi Gras for 5 days? I mean, come on.
As new ships are introduced, this will allow us to upgrade capacity and hardware in key markets with a particular focus on short cruises. So we're not done with a focus on short cruises.
They don't like it going to short cruises.
It's an F. It's an F for me.
Me and you are like opposite.
It's an F.
I say A.
No, I don't like it. But if you look at what Royal Caribbean has done the last several years, and their newest ship, the Utopia of the Sea, selling short cruises, they are cash cow money hogs.
Oh,
They make so much money.
Okay.
They make so much money. With short cruises, Christine Duffy says, on Mardi Gras, our guests who may not have time to take a weekend vacation a week-long vacation can experience all the amazing features on our XL class. And it was also shared that since the ship will be sailing from Port Canaveral alongside Mardi Gras, there will be new dining options. So just sharing that Mardi Gras is staying in Port Canaveral, which is interesting to me. Let's move on with the news, and we'll go back to it as well. But Bolt being taken off. First off, have you ridden Bolt?
I really like Bolt.
I like it. You do have to pay $15 for 2 laps. Some people don't like that, but I think it's worth it.
But what they're replacing it with is like, okay, that's worth it.
Oh, it's insane. An upgraded, on steroids water park.
You got to look it up, y'all.
It is. The renderings look amazing. And I'll say this, our kiddos, we enjoy Bolt, but I usually ride Bolt one time during the cruise.
Whereas you ride those water slides.
Maybe 3 or 4 days.
Yeah.
And so I'm excited to see what they're doing with the new waterworks, the enhanced Ultra waterworks, which will be on both ships. They've announced that neither one of the new ships will have Bolt.
Okay. But it had like a lot of stuff. Like it had the slides, it had little pools down there.
Including family raft slides. Like you could ride a family of 3 or 4 on a slide. And
that's crazy to think that that's on a ship.
I
mean, I know the Icon has it. But
Icon has it. And but it will be neat. And I think it's honestly, I grade that an A. The switch.
Oh, I do too. A+.
Bolt is great, but I'm a big fan and advocate, especially for ship classes that are going to have 5 ships. I want them to be a little bit different. I want some different offerings. What's the fun of going on, a class of 5 ships and you go on 4 of them and they're the exact same?
That's true. You got to change it up.
They're going to be a majority the same, but it will be fun to change up. And let me just tell you this.
Someone said, I want a lazy river. Derek was looking at the pictures and he was like, is that a lazy river? I said, I don't think that's a lazy river, but it did look like a little pool.
Maybe not with the newest XL class ships, but the Ace project, I've heard some of that.
Hear me out. Hear me out. We get, how they got the walking track?
Yeah.
Listen, let's make that a lazy river track.
Hey,
we'll see. Just saying.
We'll see.
They're not going to do that, but
and there are other changes that's going to take place with the 2 remaining XL class. And Christine Duffy was clear about it today, that these are XL class ships, but they are going to be different. Yeah. And I think Carnival should do that. You should learn from what you've built. And Pierre mentioned that last week.
Billy said he wants to try that water coaster.
Yes,
we are going to try.
July, we will be on. We'll be on the ship for sure. Let's move on to the next grade here, because there's a lot announced. The Ace project. It's been out for a little while.
All right, so tell us about the project.
The first ship is going to be in 2029. We know that they have contracted to build 3 of them so far.
Ooh.
They are going to be larger than XL class. Think Icon of the Seas in that class. And 8,000 passengers.
That's a lot of people, though.
8,000. There's some people, me, that's excited about this, and there's some people said, "Nope, I'm not doing it. I'm drawing the line, and I'm not." I'm going
to do it, but yes, it's 8,000 more people, but the space is also bigger.
It is
It's not like it's the same ship. We're not going on the Conquest with 8,000 people. 8,000,
and it's crazy to think about the innovations that they've made with XL. That the XL class is like, I hate to say this, but in the next 5 or 6 years will be like an old story.
That's true.
It'll be like the Vista class, and that's the way things work. Of course,
we're gonna end up having ships the size of Texas going down there.
Duffy did say about the rafts. What do you grade this Ace class so far from A to F? I'm excited to see what they do. And Amanda made a comment today, even on the newest XL class ships, the 2 of them, that they look more like what?
The Icon of the Seas. Especially if you look at that nighttime photo that they uploaded. It looks a lot, which, good for them. They needed to, Royal really made Carnival step up their game.
Maybe.
I think so.
Carnival would not admit that for sure.
Well, they wouldn't, but I don't work for either.
A lot of people, we've got some
A's and C's.
I like the bigger ship. 8,000 people is a lot. Hopefully the space per passenger will be about what it is on other ships. So it equates.
That's true. As long as you keep your space per passenger, which they're not going to, they're going to make that space even smaller.
That's right.
You're going to be walking around like this.
I'm excited about it. But that is in 2029. I do want to back up really quick and share this. The festival is going to come out in the spring of 2027, so we're 2 years away.
But they've got 2027 dates out, not for that ship.
Yes,
but,
for other ships.
So they should be
the festival and Tropical are already being constructed. That was one piece of news. Remember last week when I said I can tell you some things I can't? They've been working on these ships for months already, especially the festival. It's already.
That way, when you announce and then you show pictures of it, you can actually see what's going to.
And don't be surprised here the next 2 or 3 days if pictures are released of what, especially the festival, looks like already.
I mean, they should be. Yeah.
Already.
Start putting some stuff out there.
You're right about that. She's going to sail from Port Canaveral. But if you remember last week, I was told that she would have at least a short European season. I don't know if it's 2 cruises, 3 cruises, 8 cruises. And I'll say this, with it being 2 years away, spring of 2027, I don't see her doing much time in Europe at all. But would you be interested in cruising her in Europe? Would you be interested in the Transatlantic? If she does a Transatlantic, are we in?
Well, it has to work with schedules. I mean, that's a big thing for a lot of people.
Me
and you. Yeah,
we're in. Are you in? That's what I'm.
Oh, yeah, we're in. Yeah.
Mark the tape.
Check.
If she tries to back out.
At what point have you ever had to convince me to go on a cruise?
Well, it's the school schedule. We may have to leave the kids.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
We'd have to take them 2 weeks. Can they miss school for 2 weeks? Are we going to have law enforcement at our door when we get back?
Can you talk to them about doing a summer transatlantic?
That's not going to happen.
I know it won't.
We will be in for the transatlantic. We will have a group cruise as well. We're going to see what interest there would be for a European cruise because that, as far as we know, will be our first. We'll see what interest there is for the transatlantic or may do both. The first U.S. inaugural selling, there's a ton of interest. I think we have 200 people that have said, sign me up. Some people have said, do you need my credit card?
Yeah. Don't care where it's leaving from. They didn't need any details. They just said, next one that comes out, I want to be on the first selling in the United States.
That's right. Roger, that's a good point. He says, maybe I'm going to be disappointed after 3 XL cruises. He's doing the Spirit. Yeah. Although I'll say that Spirit class still, to this day, gets unbelievable reviews. We have clients who bounce back and forth, and they always go back to that Spirit class.
I get it.
They do. Alan's already got an email. He says, we've had a lot of people ask about the release date and when we can start booking these, and it's very soon.
We don't know when. Soon.
Make some time this week.
You think this week? I don't know. You think they're going to go this week?
I
mean, they've got They've got the renderings out, so I feel like that would be a good time to get the bookings going.
Yeah. I won't say much more than that, but
we are going to do a group cruise on the first selling out of the United States on one of these festivals.
That's right. Legend of the Seas is going to be great too. Tom Brady's going to be the godfather there of the Legend of the Seas. Why would he not?
Are you really serious? Or are you just making that
up? I'm calling it now. Mark the tape.
I mean, he does have more time on his hands now.
They did Messi for Icon.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So we'll see. But yeah, we will absolutely. Anyone interested in going to Australia in 2017? We have to hop back in time. 2027.
Australia. Yeah. 2020.
Let me share this, okay? And I'll make this really quick commentary, and I'll put this on the video tomorrow.
Oh dear.
Why now? They could have built this thing up a little bit. They could have teased us a little bit.
Put some stuff out there. Big announcement coming.
And listen, hear me out. We've got one of our baseball moms who always says, hear me out on this. I've been stewing on this all day, and I think this is what it is. I've seen this over and over. Through all the announcements today, and we have more to talk about here in a minute. It's not even halfway done with it. This is what everyone's talking about. If you go to your social media.
That's true.
It's
hyped up.
It is everywhere. If you look at any cruise news website and things like that, it is hyped up. And here's do you remember what else is happening this week?
No. Do you?
there is a cruise line that has built a brand new
Oh.
terminal, the largest in the United States.
Oh,
It's opening this week.
is it MSC?
There's a cruise line who's bringing their biggest, newest, largest ship ever to the United States. Matter of fact, we're leaving to get on the.
Nobody's talking about that except for us.
Everyone was talking about MSC the last several days, and MSC does an unbelievable job at their social media and marketing.
Their videos are whoever does their videos. Whew.
But listen, they've been dominating the news.
That's true.
And they've got all kinds of stuff planned. The naming ceremony is this week. The dedication. There's old Jackie Crossan. Look at that right there, Jackie.
Hang
Thank you
on,
so much.
I got a timeout. We
Hang
don't look what I just found. You've been missing these.
I have been missing flip-flops. Hear me out on this. And I've seen this. I'll give you an example of it here in a second. MSC was set. They're set to bring their newest ship there. We will be there Tuesday night. Get on board Wednesday. The inaugural is April the 12th.
We're on the pre-inaugural.
And Carnival has come out and said, MSC, good luck to you. We hope you do well. But we have some things to share with cruisers in the United States.
MSC said check. And then Carnival said check.
Oh, and raise. That's
the classic one-upper.
Listen, I think there's some of that, because not saying this was random by Carnival, but they could have played this out and built this up more. And I say that because I've seen this before. Amanda and I were there when Mardi Gras came in to North America for the first time. Cruising wasn't even open, but she came into Port Canaveral. Christine Duffy was there and others. And I remember when she came in. Do you remember what other cruise ship came in that day?
Nope.
Royal Caribbean's Wonder of the Seas, who was brand new as well, came right behind Mardi Gras, turned around and left. Didn't even tie up. Didn't refuel. Didn't do anything.
Just in to say,
just
hey,
to say,
y'all.
We have a new ship too, and she's bigger than your ship is. Cruise lines have done this over and over. And I think part of this, the timing of it.
You think there's some behind the scenes little scheming going on.
And so.
And I thought you didn't like the gossip.
I don't usually like the dadgum gossip.
It sounds like some Real Housewives
but
stuff
I really
right
do
here.
think, guys, think about it with me and put what you think.
Put
Agree,
two and
disagree.
two together.
I think they were trying to get some of that spotlight from wait till you see MSC's terminal and wait until you see the World America. It's going to be great. But I think Carnival said, hang on here.
Hey. We got stuff too.
You're new to selling for the United States. You've been selling here a couple of years, but we own this.
Yep.
So
someone said, I love the competition. That's exactly what it is. It's a
Alito
competition.
as the cruise ship turns, soap opera.
That's a good soap opera name.
I think it's what it is. But I will cover more on that and exaggerate some on the show tomorrow. But I do think,
you exaggerate.
No,
that's a good choice of words.
Not
for
exaggerate.
You. That's a good choice of words. Elaborate is what you meant.
Elaborate.
Exaggerate is more like it.
Hello, Larry. I have not. Yeah, you're right. There's 3 more. Dre.
Someone said, "Hold my burr."
Yeah, and another world-class ship is coming to the United States as well. MSC announced that a few days ago to Port Canaveral. Amanda, I've not told you kind of my tea that I spilled there before the show. Do you think that has something to do with it?
Oh, for sure. Yeah, they're one-upping. Like that's
not
a question.
Because listen,
they're like, well, they're holding on to this news. They have it.
Oh, they know.
They're waiting. And then, nobody's talking about
the
us.
Sunday of the Sunday of this huge week for MSC in Miami. In Miami, they say we have something to share today, and it was like 10 things. By
the way,
Cuban iced tea. Yeah, I spilled my Cuban iced tea, Lido. Oh my gosh, it's unbelievable. Jackie, I'm glad you stopped by. Do you think there's some of that?
I bet MSC. What do you think MSC's thinking right now? Like
they're scratching their head.
Come on, like you got to do this today.
And you
couldn't wait till next week.
We have an interesting perspective because prior to today, I have been watching every single MSC World America video that's out there. I've been searching Facebook for every picture. The World America just arrived today.
All the details on the World America.
She just arrived at Ocean Cay, the private island today. I kept up with all of it.
Okay, but how many times since Carnival came out with their news have you searched MSC?
MSC who?
Exactly.
Like legit. It's weird for me. I hope you guys see it. But we are leaving in 48 hours to get on board the World America. We're going to talk about that here in just a few minutes.
Hey, I'm still excited about the World America.
Oh, I am too.
This does not
don't get me wrong.
Damper my mood.
Don't get me wrong, but it is, as Dawn said, it is so great to be cruising nowadays and
That's true.
And have this conversation rather than the conversations that we've had in the last 4 or 5 years.
That's true.
Wow. Let's keep on with some of the big news, and we're going to get to MSC World America in just a minute because we want to ask you some things and to share some things that are happening as well.
Well, we're going
Billy, great question. Did we get our flights booked? Yes, we did, and I'm going to record a video. Amanda said I have to do this.
Oh, yeah, I did tell him that he has to do this video. He saved 50% on our flights. Let's just say that.
Long story short, we should have paid $1,400. Any website you go to, our flights were $1,400 total for 2 people. We ended up paying $632. And if you want the secret,
you gotta watch the video.
I'll post how I did it. Okay, this week I'll make an effort this week to do it.
Tips and tricks, because you really cannot save money on airfare.
No, airfare is what it is.
Airfare is ridiculous. You either have points or you just pay it.
And there was we didn't use points. There was no apply for this. No
points. Anybody could have done this.
I will share it with you this week.
Ooh, tips and tricks with Derek.
Just wait. Mobile, Alabama, in the news. Carnival Cruise Line says, "Hey, we've been sending you the Spirit for seasonally when the Spirit's on Alaska.
Okay, yes.
Mobile, you're getting a cruise ship year round now.
See, I haven't heard this news.
So grade that A, B, C, D.
But what ship?
F. Don't know the ship yet.
Okay.
But
you're gonna get new ship, or
no, well, you're getting a ship year round. Year round. I'm gonna grade that an A, and here's why. Here's why. Our closest home port.
Oh, so you're just selfishly grading now.
Is Mobile. And we have cruised 30 Carnival cruises and somehow never been out of Mobile. How is that?
You're a bias grader.
What do you grade it?
Well, I graded an A, obviously, but still.
A. I'm on vacation every single day.
Don't get us in trouble with the YouTube.
Oh yeah, now we just copyright. I don't own the rights to the music. Okay, look at me. You think? You think? Golly, we're gonna get busted here.
Yours would be a cow.
They're gonna kick us off of this thing.
Okay, they say A.
Yeah, Mobile.
Going down that Mississippi River mud.
Not in Mobile, in New Orleans for sure. Yeah, we're gonna see what it is, and they teased at it being a larger ship than the Spirit class. So
I mean, you would think they have to go a little bit higher if they're making the announcement.
Norfolk, Virginia looks like they're going to get a ship, a larger ship, a Conquest class ship, or was it Conquest class? There's so much news. They're getting a larger ship that's going to be there year round as well. Some out of New York were upset because New York, they've been told they're going to have a ship year round, and they don't.
You know what? I'm just so pleased that in today's world, we're just happy to go bigger. I mean, I've been going bigger for years now.
That's right. Chris, the dream, maybe Liberty, Dream Breeze. Could be. The Breeze has been in Galveston for so long, 10 plus years, it seems like. So we'll see what happens there. Let's talk about this. Carnival could have stopped there. They could have said.
They probably should have stopped there.
Hey, let's be honest. That's enough news.
That's enough news.
We have announced.
Full. My brain can't handle any more.
We have announced 2 new ships. We shared some details about our ACE project with the newest ships.
You shared where some new ships are going.
They could have said and have a great day, and everyone went clap, 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 clap. They said no. They said while we're at it, we've invested all this money in Mahogany Bay. We were just there last week. It's a beautiful port. A lot of you like this port. It's a lot of times we call it the cheap or free port.
Yeah.
Because you can get off the ship and go to the beach. Have you been to Mahogany Bay? Carnival says we're going to rename Mahogany Bay.
Can you do that?
I think we're going to rename it to
Can you rename it?
What is it? It's on here somewhere.
It was something. It was something I was like, I'm gonna have to learn how to pronounce that. They were not very sensitive to my southern roots with these new names.
You got put the name there. I've got it written down here somewhere, but I've got a lot of news in front of me. They're going to rename it. They're building a pool that will be included for free.
It is not just a pool.
Oh my gosh!
This thing is massive.
Lagoon, I guess.
Yeah, it's like a lagoon. Yeah, it's a whole. I've never seen a pool that big.
Ala something.
Ala.
I don't know. You guys will put it in there. They're also expanding the beach because sometimes, let's get real, sometimes that beach is crowded. Tropical. Thank you, Gabby. Thank you.
I don't know.
Sometimes the beach, it is crowded. They said we're going to expand the beach.
Okay. I
It's,
mean, I don't necessarily know how you expand a beach.
oh, yeah, you've got to dredge it. You've got to take some of the rock out. You've got to put sand there. But they're going to do it just like they're doing at Celebration Key.
All right. Bring in the sand.
Yeah,
Let's go, boys.
It's like
maybe it'll be nice and fine.
maybe so. But I thought that was cool. Like that could have been its own announcement by
For
itself.
sure.
Like save that for a rainy day.
Save that for after you get the Celebration Key done.
That's
and then be
right.
like, hey, you like this place?
Yes.
Well, look at this one.
You're exactly right. Baltimore getting a conquest ship. There we go. Yep. Was also announced. Yeah. Yeah, Baltimore.
Huh?
Like, now, I also have another theory.
Oh, dun, dun, dun. Conspiracy theories with the island boy.
I just told Amanda Friday. And I'm not giving financial advice. I said, this stock it's down 30% in a month.
He was like, we really need to throw some money in this Carnival stock. You know, when it goes up by $10 more, then we'll take it out.
Yeah. And I thought to myself too, which the stock market has been down a little bit here recently. There's some uncertainty, but perfect timing for that too, right?
Oh,
I mean, money talks.
It is convenient.
It'll be interesting to see
I bet that
does the
stock
do.
Goes up tomorrow.
That's right. And it should be a big week, honestly, because there will be a lot of free press for the MSC World America. That ship will be on every national channel. They'll be interviewing people down there, especially.
That's true.
Yeah, Rick, I don't know why. Usually I can skip the commercials, but I don't know why it's not.
It's not asking us to skip them.
But yeah. Anyway,
it's probably a commercial for the Icon of the Seas playing.
It probably is. It probably is.
Royal says, "We'll one up you."
Anyway, big news from Mahogany Bay. Like again, they could have saved that one. Let's see if I missed anything.
I don't know. I gotta go and get a big board and chart all these things happening here.
It is insane.
Like I'm doing a true crime mystery. I'm gonna just chart everything.
It is insane. Stocks are on sale right now. They are, Tom, especially Robinhood. You can buy after hours, 24/7, I guess.
I know. You might need to be doing that in a minute.
Wire the money, baby. Wire it over.
I'll get it from our offshore bank account.
It is crazy. Golly. So
the VIFP program. Did they announce anything with that?
Yes. Thank you.
See, I haven't heard this news either.
Was it not crazy?
That's crazy.
Now you know why I was.
We have been waiting for like 2 years for VIFP stuff.
So that's the news.
The news is there's no news
this summer.
They can announce that they're building however many more ships, but they can't tell us what the VIFP
the
program
loyalty
is.
program. Listen. I
can't do it anymore.
If you're building new ships, if you're building a new class of ship, if you're doing a huge revamp of Mahogany Bay, if you're building Celebration Key, $100+ million,
they can't work out the VIFP program.
But you can't figure out what you're going to offer you free laundry and bottle of water. And
I can't do it, y'all.
So this summer, and listen, people have asked John Hild this every day for a long time. John Hild said by the end of last year that it would be out. It wasn't. Like, so it's fair. It's fair to ask. But this came from Christine Duffy's mouth. Came from her mouth. So I believe it. And she said this summer, the new program should be out. And it could coincide with Celebration Key opening.
I believe it when I see it.
I like that. Texas Cruiser Rick says he's going to make a royal gal out of you.
Oh, all right.
We do. We got the Star of the Seas booked.
We do. We have the Star of the Seas. We did the
fun.
Icon. We were impressed.
Yep. Stephen Skinner from Arkansas as well. John is full of hot air. He has said that for a while. But Christine Duffy, someone new saying this summer. So you see why, like every 10 minutes, I was getting play-by-play from some friends who were in the audience today. I was like, Amanda, listen to this. Amanda, listen to this. And she's like, you've got to quit coming in here. I'm like, well, news is breaking. Literally, there's meetings going on. I don't use that term much, but I could have today. I could have said breaking news.
It is breaking news.
It is crazy.
When we get off here, there's probably 3 more announcements that Carnival's decided to make.
It should be done today.
Oh, is it done?
Although the announcement of when these, especially 2027, will go on sale is coming soon to an email or to
an email near you.
Or a social media post near you.
Oh no, it'll be announced on like social media before it's anywhere else.
Be huge. If you have questions or other items to call out, I've tried to remember and just call off here. the different announcements today by Carnival. I would say this is, and agree or disagree with me here, this is the biggest day, I think, for Carnival Cruise Line
in a while.
in several years. I think it's bigger even than like we were part of the Jubilee arriving in Galveston, stuff like that, which was big. But this is Christine Duffy. You remember the Fun Ship 2.0 upgrades when they added the Red Frog Pub and they added Guy's Burger to every ship?
That was a good announcement.
This is that level of announcement, this innovation announcement, innovation itinerary is what Christine Duffy is calling it. And she said today, she compared it to the Fun Ship 2.0. We're going to put Blue Iguana on every ship. We're going to do this, put Alchemy Bar on every ship. And she compared it to that. And I don't think we're done with what all is included.
Well, yeah, there's still a lot to be told.
But was that not crazy?
That was a news information dump.
I know. I thought about creating a video today.
And then you're like,
but I was like,
your video is going to be 30 minutes.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Yeah.
You're going to have to break it up into segments here.
Let's shift gears. Patrick is helping us here because this is crazy.
I don't know
but
how to drive a stick shift.
28 hours, I guess, we leave for Miami. Should have went down today. We got the heads up, but I was like, we're not paying for 3 or 4 hours.
Not going down today.
Well, for
Honey Boo Boo,
the announcement that took place today. If I'd have known it was all that, I would have gone. But you'd been like, no, you could get that. You could watch it online.
I know. It'd have been like, hey, we have 2 kids. You're not just picking up and going.
Let's talk about this. World America. We leave here in not very long. I need to pack, and it's some of it is the naming ceremony where we have to dress up. Can I wear my Carnival red jacket? Should I do that?
Probably not. We gotta go with the navy for this one.
I've got a navy, but I was thinking that Carnival red would look good at the MSC blue ceremony.
I've got a blue dress. I could throw in there.
Patrick points this out, and this was interesting too. Dr. E, former cruise director for Carnival Cruise Line, very popular cruise director.
Okay, what'd he say?
He is the cruise director on World America, and they just announced it.
Scandalous.
They announced it this weekend. How do they? And I was going back to look at some of this stuff, and usually the cruise director is involved with some of the marketing of the ship, like Kendall was, and Lee was for Celebration.
What was it that Lito Tito called the soap opera of the cruise ships?
The Days of Our
Days of Our Cruises.
But yeah, Dr. E. Have you guys sailed with Dr. E? He is the cruise director. Okay. Will be the cruise director on the MSC World America.
Interesting.
It is. Are we excited about Tuesday? I'll be going on the 12th. Rita, Kevin Howard and his family is also going on the 12th.
Oh, there you go.
We are super excited. I know that we've spent this whole show talking about Carnival, but we did want to share some MSC World America news. The ship,
it's unbelievable.
We are going to record everything we can.
Every nook and cranny.
We're going live. I will have a full ship tour that will be a 1 hour. It will have to be a 1 hour tour. The ship, you have to remember,
1 hour tour.
The ship is larger than an XL class ship, not as large as an Icon class ship. So it is a large ship. And there's so much to offer. And the elegance is remarkable.
Oh, yeah. It's like next level.
Well,
for sure.
So, for instance, I know some of you are probably wondering, Amber, you're right. I'm not going to sleep.
That's true.
It is insane.
Okay, but when we went on Princess, I thought Princess kind of raised it up to a more elegant feel to it.
Yeah, the Sun Princess. Nice.
So I'm interested to see how it kind of compares with Princess and that elegance.
I think it's more.
This. Well, I think so too, but I'm just saying.
I'm going to say this, and I almost did this, but I'm setting my bar high.
Okay.
And yesterday, when I was thinking about MSC, I was like, should I lower it some? I was like, no, because MSC has marketed this ship for well over a year, spent millions of dollars, and they have built this thing up to be crazy. And you know what? If you're going to do it and you're going to spend money, then I'm going to have my bar up here.
That's fair.
I'm going to do it. So my bar,
I'm curious the most about the food, because that is what we get the most comments on. Some are really great, some are really bad, but they're all conflicting comments. Yep. So that will be my report.
Supposed to be great. Some of you are wondering initially what is different. So we'll share some things that are different just from the get-go. On the Lido deck, I like the pool early in the mornings. I like the hot tub early in the mornings before everybody else gets in there.
Makes sense.
You don't like the sun too much.
I like a lot of shade, y'all. You don't get this fair complexion with a lot of sun.
So one thing that's interesting to me is if you want the pool on the Lido deck, as you've always had it, you can have it.
Okay.
Or 100 feet away, you go inside, and there is a full-size pool completely indoors, 72 degrees. And I'm not just talking shade because it's inside. There's no sun. And so that's one difference that I think is pretty cool. Here's another one. Again, cruising with kids and families, right?
That's true.
I have spent, I don't know how many hours sweating my off playing basketball and playing soccer, because on every ship, the basketball court is at the highest deck where they're closest to the sun, and you shoot the ball, and it's so windy that you're not even going to make
the ball's like, whoo.
Yeah, indoor basketball court, full court.
Oh,
basketball, soccer,
See,
sports.
I've purposely not looked at videos.
I'm taking them for their money.
I'm not looking at the videos before.
Because you want to be surprised.
Because I want to be surprised.
Yeah, I want to know where the bar.
Where
does
the
the
indoor pool?
Indoor pool.
I'm gonna be walking through that.
Indoor sports court area. The drone obstacle course.
Oh, I do remember you telling me about that.
Fly a drone through the obstacle course. The go-karts.
They're going to be paying for a lot of drone repairs.
Indoor. Well, there's protectors around the. Yeah, especially with me. I hope they hadn't seen my video.
Yeah, he got it stuck in the tree.
They're not going to let me fly my own drone. I crashed. Yeah, the amount of bars and venues MSC says, and we're going to count them.
Can we hit all of them?
I think we can.
Okay.
And this is a longer cruise actually for a preview cruise.
Yeah, because I looked back, you get 3 full days on the ship.
Yeah.
A lot of times they're like
Wednesday,
2
Thursday,
full
Friday,
days.
We get off Saturday.
Yeah.
Yeah. Indoor pool is crazy. Drones. I'm going to bring my drone and hopefully
the
fly
drones
it.
Are probably not allowed on the ship. Like they
said,
these are drones that MSC has that you can fly.
Yes. MSC, they own the drones. And you fly their drones. Lido Tito, thank you very much for that reminder to hit the like button. Yeah, I'm going to bring my drone and try to fly at their private island, which we'll talk about.
We got to talk about that too, because that's what Derek said. He is like, probably.
Are you kidding me?
That's like right up there with the ship. Like he's excited to see the ship, but that private island, like he is ready for that.
It is really cool. Listen to this.
Thank you, Happy Cruising.
Listen to this. I believe MSC World America will really show that MSC has great ships to cruise on.
Oh,
they
amazing.
Want to compete with everyone, and I believe they can, and I do too. After meeting some of their leadership at the groundbreaking ceremony I went to, they're in it. And they're investing money.
Their ships are already like super nice compared to other ships. I don't think people realize that Seascape is super nice.
It is really nice. So we have the naming ceremony is next Wednesday, and they've already this MSC is a little bit more formal for sure, especially what we're going to.
We're gonna have to dress up a little bit more.
Yes, and I'm not looking forward.
I know
to
we're
that.
not dresser-uppers,
but I'll do it. Naming ceremony is Wednesday. They've already said dress to the nines. So we're going to do that. You have a blue dress. I'm wearing my Carnival red.
No, you're wearing your blue jacket.
I've got a blue suit I will wear. And they've told us they have a white night. And if you have not seen videos of MSC's white night parties, which I don't usually do on Carnival or anywhere else, these are next level. I'm going to bring white. I guess I'm pretty pale. Could I?
No, don't even try to. Don't even finish that sentence.
Yeah. Do you think you'll see Brandon O'Brien? He's a big MSC cruiser. I bet he will be on board on the night. MSC has shared with us nine pages of events that I swear is about size 8 font.
But they're
some
optional. That hey, this it's kind of like the fun times,
Yeah, and some of it is like guided tours and stuff like that. I like to explore my own.
I'm going to explore that penthouse.
They're
going to find me cuddled up in the bed of the penthouse.
We will have they'll have like every category of cabin open. So we will get to share.
Yeah.
And you can see kind of how MSC does things. They are a little bit different. Even, some of their packages and their experiences, like Aria, like you get to pick your pillow. Like there's different styles of pillow. Which sounds kind of odd, sounds kind of foreign. But
no, this one is the pickiest person about a pillow.
I am.
He'll be trying every pillow out.
But it's so cool. Part of the experience when you get to your cabin is you get to pick, and I would imagine it's softer pillows and firmer pillows, stuff like that. But who else does that?
That's
just a different
next level.
A different experience.
What's really the experience though is the yacht club. We won't get that
Yes.
experience, but
Yeah,
that's really like,
that's right. David, we're looking forward to the group cruise as well in November.
oh yeah.
We still have our pricing that is crazy cheap.
Shh, don't tell people. We've got really good pricing. Really good.
Really quick, if you're looking to try MSC, like you think, okay, this kind of sounds good. The Seascape is coming from Miami. It's one of their newest ships. November the 9th, it will be the first cruise out of Galveston. And for 2 people in the interior cabin, it's $1,100 total. Ocean views like $1,300. Balconies start like a $1,450 or $1,500.
Yep.
It's 7 days. It's a group cruise. It's almost 300 people.
You can't stay in a hotel for 7 days for this price.
You can't cruise a Carnival cruise for 5 days for $1,100. Why not
for
go
2
on?
people.
Why not go on this inaugural from
Why
Galveston?
not?
So wanted to mention that as well.
That's November 9th.
November the 9th of this year.
Email us. We'll get you booked with us.
We will. Love MSC. Fun times with Ray and Nancy says. Great ships and decor for the price. Food has improved by leaps and bounds. We've heard that.
That's what I've been hearing.
Absolutely.
Ooh, yeah.
David, we'll try that. I did talk to Richard Sasso, S-A-S-S-O. That's his name. Amanda laughs every time. Amanda one time said, "What'd you call him?"
Sasso?
And I met him in Galveston. He was nice enough. He knew about our group cruise. It was crazy because he, in the ceremony, he was talking about that he knows there's this group cruise taking place, the inaugural sailing, and they've got to prove themselves. It's a lot of people who have not cruised with them before.
And
I was sitting there thinking, like,
that's our group cruise.
That's us. And so, but he brought his assistant over, gave me his business card, wrote down his cell phone number on the back of the card. So call me if you need anything, and he should be there. I will try to get
you gotta try to
or at least
rub elbows.
a question or two with him, and it'll be fun. It'll be a lot of fun. I agree. MSC ships are really beautiful. Wolftang says they need to work on customer service. I do agree, especially shore side when you call in.
Oh, that part for sure. That's what I was kind of. I thought on the cruise, I would figure their customer service would be really good, like while you're on.
Yeah. What cruise is that? That is MSC Seascape. What makes it so affordable? We negotiated the price with MSC. We said, here's no lie.
We locked in our rates very early. That's honestly why.
It is. Well, and we wanted to go on this cruise ourselves. It's a brand new terminal out of Galveston. We approached MSC and said, hey, we think we can bring a ton of Royal and Carnival cruisers to you that have never cruised anything else. You have 2 things. You have to give us a good price and a reason for them to book. And number 2, you have to show them a good experience so they'll come back. They said deal. They gave us this great price. It's an insane price. And so,
so just let us know if you're interested. Right. Texas Cruiser.
We cruised 4 times, Carlos says. So MSC, and we love their ships. Is there any way other cruise lines could start coming to Mobile? Yeah, they have capacity there.
Is it deep enough for those bigger ships?
Yeah, actually, Mobile is deeper than New Orleans.
Oh, okay.
It is. But Royal Caribbean has hinted at that. And I remember one reason why Carnival may be going year-round is because Mobile and the mayor there had put out Norwegian. They were really trying to get Norwegian to come at least the season that Carnival wasn't there, to keep jobs for those workers and stuff. So I think that another cruise line definitely could come to Mobile for sure.
Okay, hang on. We got some questions here. Manny, shoot me an email, and they want you to list the prices one more time.
And this is ballpark, but very close, like within $50. Interior cabins start at $1,100 total for 2 people. It's total. And this is your cruise rate and port taxes and fees, not your gratuities. You can add them. $1,100 for 2 people. Ocean views around $1,300. Balconies start at $1,450 total. That's not per person. That's 2 people.
Taxes, fees, everything.
And that's an inaugural cruise out of a new terminal. It's
the deposit's only $398. Someone asked about the deposit,
and it is refundable up until final payment.
That's true.
If you book and you say, "Okay, I can't go," you get every penny back. It may take MSC 2 months to get it to you because they're slow, but that you will get it back. Yeah. And so it's very odd. $70 plus today for MSC cruise alcohol package adds up to $1,000.
It does.
Yeah. MSC, of course, they used to have different package, items or different beverage packages.
Yeah. Now they've gone to just their premium package. They don't have that plus package anymore. So their drink package, I mean, honestly, but $1,000 for a week cruise, that's pretty standard.
We just cruised Jubilee, which only has a 6-day drink package because you can't, buy it at Galveston. Day 1, and it was $889, I think it was. So that's pretty standard. Yeah,
Royals even more.
Royals $129, unless it's on sale, which it is right now. If you're selling Royal, the drink package is on sale right now. I think it's either $79.99 a day or $89.99.
Better hop on there and
It's
buy
usually
that.
$129 plus gratuities.
We need to buy it for that November one.
We do. If you want to upgrade your cabin from a window to a balcony, Julie, you can. Amanda, you had some upgrades.
Yep,
You
I had
upgraded
quite
people.
a few, yeah.
You upgraded someone to a yacht club, didn't you?
Yacht Club. Yes, I did. So yeah, if you want to email us for an upgrade, just shoot me an
Do
email.
it before these prices. I don't know when they're going to end.
They're going to end soon, because what's going to happen is MSC is going to need cabins back in their inventory, and they'll take them from us.
That's right. That's right. World America. So we have the naming ceremony Wednesday. The cruise ship doesn't leave until late, like 11 p.m. Wednesday night. And so I would imagine, Amanda and I, we've done this before with Icon. We were invited on Utopia for this same thing, but we were in Europe. There'll be fireworks or a drone show or something,
for sure.
And then, so that's Wednesday. Thursday, we are at their private island, early Thursday morning. That's how close it is. And that's why cruise lines are building these private islands, because they don't have to pay as much taxes, and they can, some of these islands are really close. You don't burn fuel.
Yep.
We are there Thursday early, and their private island, if you haven't seen it, before you go to bed or while you're going to bed, pull up their private island, Ocean Cay. It is
that water and that beach.
Like it is crazy.
Yeah,
it is crazy.
Nice.
And their internet works there. I have to work. I'll be working.
Yeah, he has to actually do his day job during the day.
But we are there on Thursday, and we stay the night. It's an overnight, so the ship does not leave. And there's events all night long, like 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock. At midnight, there's a lighthouse show. So we stay the night at the island. Thursday, we are still there at the island. You wake up, and that is not uncommon for MSC. They do this overnight stay on their regular itineraries as well.
Might as well.
Again,
it's their island.
they save money. Right? I mean, and if you're a beach lover, like, you're thankful. Some people's like, I don't know if I want to be there for 2 days. If you like the water, if you like the sand, like, this is where you want to be. So we stay there all day Friday, and then late Friday evening, actually I think about 4, we head back. They're getting us back, they say, by 7 a.m. because we get back on the 12th, and the 12th is the official inaugural voyage. They want us off early
so that they can get people on.
Yeah, they'll have to decorate and set up some stuff because the people who are cruising the 12th,
fun giveaway stuff.
Yes, oh yeah, have all kinds of stuff planned. Just wait until you hear some of the stuff they have planned. But the people that are cruising the 12th have paid thousands of dollars. I mean, that's the big money, right? To be in the first paid selling, and there will be all kinds of surprises there. We thought about for a second if we were,
Derek,
if we were 15 years older.
Listen, Derek, he was like, so I'm gonna stay and sell the next week after. I said, no, you're not.
When we're empty nesters, we'll be able to do it.
Insurance is not included in that price that Derek listed before. It's around $130, $140 per cabin to add the insurance. So it's really not that bad.
That's right. I like Brendan's testimony that he's a witness. We get our money's worth out of the drink package. Okay, most definitely. There you go. At that Dr. Inks, the smoked old fashioned.
Dr. Inks also spells
drinks. Are you pitching yourselves? Yeah, really, we are. And it's going to be a ton of fun. If Amanda wasn't retiring from teaching at the end of the year, I don't think you'd be able to do this.
Oh no, not because to take off that many days. I told my principal about it, and she was like, well, I mean, this is your last year. You need to do what's right for your business, so go on. So she was good with it.
Taking 4 days off. We'll have a lot of YouTube shorts.
Oh, Tony says he's on the World America the 12th. Look at there. Oh my
gosh.
Another one.
We know a lot of people. Did you say insurance is included?
I already answered that question. Did you listen when I talked?
It's not. Yeah. I thought it was I thought someone else.
Oh, a different person. Okay.
Yeah. The private island is a blast. So relaxing. The lighthouse show. It sounds so cool. It really does.
He asked about when you'll go live. We don't know. Whenever the urge strikes.
Yeah.
He'll usually post on Facebook, hey, I'm going to go live this time.
Yeah, but sometimes it's like, I'll give you a 15-minute advance. So make sure you're on Facebook.
Yeah. Sign up for the notifications. All that stuff.
Used to, because we've done several of these now, I would go live for ceremonies and stuff like that. And they
already record that. They already post that.
They're blasting it. Other people are going live. So the lives that I'm going to do are going to be walkies around the ship, trying to show you what the ship is about. And I will do my best to have that tour out. A ship tour takes me from beginning to end.
Out, maybe
it's 40 hours to record it, to edit it, to voice over it. All of it is 40 hours. But I will do my best to get that out by 1 week from today, next Sunday.
How much do the drinks cost per drink, like on Carnival? Like $10 a drink?
A beer is $8.75, and then mixed drinks it's different depending on your bar. So just like a pina colada or something like that is like $12.95. But if you're at the Alchemy bar, you're going to pay $15, $16, $17 a drink for a specialty top shelf cocktail.
I'd say average about $10 a drink, maybe
That's
12.
Right. That's right.
Just depends.
Yep. Saturday, we get back early in Miami. We will head to the airport and race home as our oldest has a baseball tournament that we're going to try to get home to because I coach his team. And I'm going to miss practice this week for a couple of days. And so we have got a full week, but so much to bring you guys. And I want to pause and say this. None of this happens if it weren't for this community. And I know we say thank you over and over. Last week, after we ended, as soon as we hit the end stream button, all this confetti came on the screen and said, that was your record live you've ever had. And I can already tell you, it's going to do the same thing this week. You guys are incredible.
Thank you for trusting us with your travel. Thank you for asking questions, trusting his knowledge.
Well, and I'm straight up. I'm going to tell you what the way it is, and I'm not going to, a lot of times I'm not going to pretty something up just to make it pretty. But you watch our content, you leave comments. I see so many times like people will take one of our videos and share it in a Facebook group. And I'm like, that is crazy. Someone to take the time because I think it's helpful. They want to share it. And every time I see it, I try to like it. And I try to send them like an individual message like, hey, I saw you did that. That was huge. And that, of course, that gets our name out there in the cruise world. And cruise lines, they know island time. And matter of fact, whenever I walk up,
we're a drop in the bucket.
Oh, we are. We are a drop. Don't get me wrong, in the bucket. But a lot of times, whenever we see these bigwigs and CEOs, they don't say, "Hey, Derek, Amanda." They say, "Hey, island time." And that's a reference to every time I think that, I think about our community when I'm going to shake hands. And things
all
like
these
that.
names that we see on here every week.
That's what it's all about. And we appreciate it so much. We try to, when we go on even our own personal travel, like last week, we try to take you with us. We try to go live. We try to create content. I do have a Cozumel vlog coming out, but if you haven't watched the other ones, especially Brady's Cave on Mahogany Bay.
He's very proud of that one. He says that's his best one.
You guys have said that's the best that you ever had. And I appreciate that. One thing that I'll ask as we approach the top of the hour, if you're not subscribed yet, we have a lot of people on here not subscribed.
That's true. Please subscribe.
Subscribe. Because when we go live, you will want to see some of our footage on the World America. And then it's hard to believe next week we'll be cruising out of New York City. Vlogs out of New York. And we have a busy end of May and June. In the matter of about 16 days, here's where we're going. New York City.
Don't stress me out.
St. Thomas, St. Martin, Puerto Rico, Turks and Caicos, Las Vegas.
Vegas, baby.
Punta Cana, Dominican Republic. All in like 16 days.
You going to record all that?
I'm recording it all.
That's the longest vlog of my life.
I chop them up for sure.
I know.
Tanya, thank you for that compliment there. Our channels are way better than mine. I can tell you that. Tony, you guys know I mention Tony from La Lida Loca all the time. Tony and Jenny are fantastic. And I've met Tony several times, both on cruise ships and
super nice guy.
I mean, one time I was in Tampa. He lives like 45 minutes away. He said, hey, I heard you're in Tampa. I'd love to have dinner with you. And he drove 45 minutes one way just to come have dinner with me one time. And they are great. But we tell it like it is. And we appreciate you guys so much and can't wait to bring you MSC World America to continue to share Carnival's news. It's not over. And when the itineraries are out for the 2027 ship,
we are booking it.
We've already got the okay. We had to do this with Jubilee too. Usually the first cruise, they do not allow groups. No groups allowed. Because it's so much just to deliver the ship and to welcome everybody.
Well, now we could still do a group. It just might not be labeled a group.
No, they gave us an exemption. So at Jubilee, they said we can't do that. We've never done it. They let us have a group, and we had our group cruise.
And it went just fine.
It was fine.
Thank you very much.
And I've already got the okay in pencil. We have to say, remember, that's what they told me.
Remember, we had this conversation.
And remember that we've done this before. we will have at least one group cruise. It's going to be awesome to see.
Oh, yeah.
So much to look forward to. Thank you guys so much. And please don't forget this. When you're going on your cruises and you are experiencing different things, we share what we do and what we see. Please take pictures and video and post on our Facebook page your experiences. Leave a review. If you found a good bartender, if you found a good drink, if you found a good excursion, then take pictures, post them on Facebook, because it's community. We want to see this from you too.
Speaking of community,
here we go.
The two have to come in for the sign off.
Thank you, Jeanette.
Beckett's even bringing
the
first child.
Yep. These guys are cruisers. Oh my goodness.
Chubby dog.
Chubby girl.
She came up here by herself.
Oh my goodness, with 3 legs.
We saw her just sitting
impressive
on the stairs whenever we came up here.
Jax, it's almost his birthday. 4 days away.
Happy birthday, Jackson.
He will be
happy
6.
Early.
Yeah, happy early birthday.
And he got his birthday present today.
What was your birthday present?
A Switch.
A Switch.
What,
and it was a
Switch?
thin one that I spanked him with.
No, a Nintendo
Switch. Nintendo Switch.
And the boys have been playing it and loving it.
That's right. That's right. Guys, we appreciate you so much. I know this is going to be a record. You guys are incredible. We can't wait to share some content with you this week and to spend some time on the islands. We'll record a show and recap some of this news for tomorrow. You guys are awesome. And we will see you
right here on Island Time.
Y'all are crazy.